Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mikey JPG, and welcome back to another wrestling video. Today in this video, I have many topics I want to talk about. Okay. Now, first of all, I will not be uploading for the next couple days because even though it's the weekend and we have tomorrow off, which is Friday, I'm gonna be in Washington D.C. Now, everybody else is going on a field trip to Washington, D.C. in November, but I decided to go earlier. Okay. But then, anyway, also, today is 10/11/2018. And, JCoop left. Okay. So, today was his last day at school. Now, if you don't know who JCoop is and you don't go to our school, he basically, if you go in the comments section of the last video of your neighbor Alfred Rabinzel vlog number 1, you will find Jonathan, which is JCoop, David, which I call Kevin, then there's Julian, okay, and there's many more, okay, but anyway, Jonathan, I've known since 2nd grade, but today today was his last day at school, and he's going back to Boston, you know. I have more topics. I want to pause while I remember what they were. Okay, I remember now. Julian came up to me today in school and said that he tried finding the YouTube channel of Alfred Rabinzel. Derpy Freddy is here. Okay, it does not exist. Okay, there is no Alfred Rabinzel website or YouTube channel. Okay, it's fake. Okay. Now, people were not understanding the purpose of that video. Some people said that it was dumb. It's supposed to be. Okay. It's a skit. There's gonna be more of them. Okay. Now, some people thought it was lame. Others thought it was funny. Okay. But that's just another topic I wanted to cover. Well, here we have the set of Alfred Rabinzel, of your neighbor Alfred Rabinzel. Now, if you were wondering what the stuff over here is, I'm gonna get to that in another episode, or the next vlog. Stuff happens, okay. Here's the clothes the Salvation Army wouldn't take, and then there's his glasses so he can see a computer screen, okay. Yeah, a lot of stuff happens. Yeah. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of weirder stuff happen. Over there, that's the clothes I have to wear when I'm doing him, when I'm playing his character. Okay, so the last video that I uploaded was Johnny, Yes Papa. Okay, now that's a late post, okay, because that was recorded last month, and if you don't go to our school and you are, well, I mean, who's watching this? But anyway, if you don't go to this school, our school, okay, and you don't know what happened to those kids. Now, I said in the last one that, or multiple videos before, that they got caught. Okay, and I didn't know what was gonna happen to them. Well, what happened was that they all got fined and some of them had to go to court. Okay, the reason is on the website child pornography was being traded on HaleyandJustin.weebly, and lots of stuff happened. Also, that the next week, I almost accidentally ratted everybody else out when asking Mr. Wilson if he saw on the announcements them talking about the Haley and Justin Weebly website. See, because our announcements are actually on a screen. Okay. Then I asked him that, and everybody else didn't like that I said that. But then he says no, and I'm like, oh, you don't remember when so and so showed you the website? When Monet showed you the website, and he says no, and he says, Baby Sinclair, fill me in here. Okay, now Baby Sinclair is the nickname of one of the students in our class, Yusuf. But anyway, so then Monet says the Haley and Justin Weebly website. And then, before class started, I was told by Monet and Lexi that they closed down the website, that it was blocked. So I went onto the website to check if it really was blocked, and yes, it was. But then Yusuf, we're good now, but back then we weren't, right. And so first of all, Cameron, not Cameron Khan, he ratted us out, or he ratted me out when he says, Mr. Wilson, Keanu's looking at games. I was playing Snake, if you know what that is, the Google mini game. I was playing that game, but then Yusuf comes over. Okay, Baby Sinclair comes over, and he holds down Control Shift T, which used to be the terminal. You know, it kind of looked like the deep web, like it's like a black screen with all these letters, and if you typed in help, it kind of brought up new text, and it was some weird stuff. Okay, but now it's the history. Okay, so when you hold down that, the history comes up, and it opens up more windows of your history. See, but the history on the computers are blocked, so you can't really clear it unless you do it right away. It's but he went on there and he held down Control Shift T, and he said, and it showed the game because I exited out. Okay, and Mr. Wilson was behind me, and he was looking at it, and then Mr. Wilson says, "Whoa, go to the next one." So then he goes back to the one I was before that, and it shows, sorry, Haley and Justin Weebly is blocked. Okay, and then he says, you know what this means, don't you? That's what my teacher says, right? My health teacher. He says, you know what this means, right? And I'm like, what? And he says, you're suspended. Now, it wasn't suspended from school, it was suspended from the Chromebooks. Only during IE. Okay. But then the next day, Yusuf was on the computer playing games when we had a substitute, so I ratted him out too to get back at him. Cameron's excuse was that I would have gotten caught anyway. Now, also, if you go into the comments section of the previous video, your neighbor Alfred Robinzo vlog number 1. If you go into the comment section, you're going to find Jonathan in there, okay? Now, Jonathan's profile picture right now is not Jonathan, okay? It's not JCoop. It's Cameron Werner. He's another kid who goes to our school, okay? So that's not JCoop if you think that's who it is, okay? Well, anyway, that's all I have to really say in this video. So if you liked it, which you probably didn't, but anyway, if you liked it, please hit the subscribe button and the like button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.